What's going on? I'm the Kid Gowie here with the game day to bring you the hot topic of the week. This week's hot topic: should the Washington Wizards free Bradley Beal, or should they force him and Russell Westbrook to figure it out? The Washington Wizards are currently one of the worst teams in the NBA, but there seems to be light at the end of the tunnel because Russell Westbrook says that he's finally feeling healthy, and as of late he's been performing like his old self. But Bradley Beal, on the other hand, it's obvious that his patience is running thin.
I mean, that says it all right there. Just absolutely spent.
You can tell from his body language, his facial expressions, he's obviously frustrated and he wants to win. Since the Free Bradley Beal campaign gains traction after every single loss, Brad decided to come out to the media and say that he does not want to be traded and he wants to win in Washington. I'm gonna keep it real with you, Chief. I don't believe that. With that being said, here are my top 3 landing spots if Bradley Beal were to get traded. The first team on my list are the Golden State Warriors. Which system suits the NBA's leading scorer better than the team who loves to let it fly? The Warriors definitely had their struggles earlier on, but now look at their efficiency behind the arc. You have Andrew Wiggins, Steph Curry, James Wiseman, Damian Lee, all shooting over 40% from behind the arc. The one player who seems to be the oddball in that lineup is Kelly Oubre. But the great thing about Oubre is that whatever he lacks on offense, he makes up for it on defense. And what do the Washington Wizards need desperately? Defense. Number 2 on my list, the Atlanta Hawks. The Hawks are loaded with talent. Not just any talent, but young talent. And earlier on in the season, John Collins and Trae Young had their differences about how the offense was ran. That being said, if I was the Washington Wizards, I would call Atlanta and see what's the best trade I can get that consists of Cam Reddish and John Collins. Not only would John Collins help replace the injured Thomas Bryant, but Cam Reddish is one of those players who's gradually getting better, but he just needs that opportunity to really showcase who he is. And by taking his talents to Washington, Cam goes from a third option to a clear second, boosting both his confidence and touches. And the third and final team on my list is the Miami Heat. The Miami Heat have been struggling this season, and they've also had a few games where they didn't even reach 90 points. Now, granted, they've had inconsistent lineups due to injuries and COVID, but the Miami Heat themselves said that they're not using injuries as an excuse. The great thing about the Heat is that they play team ball, so you don't necessarily need a 30-point per game player to step in and try to take over the game. But it doesn't hurt to have a 30-point per game player in your lineup. With that being said, the Miami Heat would have to create a package based around the young and promising Tyler Hero. And if the Wizards are smart, they will also try to get Precious Achiuwa thrown in there to help them with their defensive woes.